Hello everyone. My name is JD Grauspitz, lead singer of Malignant Bear, and happy Boxing Day and welcome to the stream today. I figured, for the holiday, I'd do something a little special today, a little unique. Play an older game called Renowned Explorers, International Society, and it's an interesting title, so we'll go over here to the specific intro. Just want this to be a shorter stream, so we'll probably jump in without too much ado. I first heard about this game a couple years ago from the one and only Cynical Brit, Total Biscuit, and he described it as a very lighthearted sort of parody XCOM, where you play as very cliched 1800s European explorers, and that definitely rings true. It's very lighthearted and silly. All of your encounters can be resolved with either fighting or talking or other sorts of options like that. So it's very over the top and goofy, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. So hopefully a run will be pretty quick. Didn't plan on doing anything today, so like I said, just wanted to put something out again, kind of lighthearted and goofy, and hopefully just have some fun with it, and hopefully not get copyright striked for the Celebeartion in the stream title. I'm not sure. I know that was a joke in American Dad, and I'm not sure if that's actually copyrighted by them or maybe somebody else, but figured I had to use it. So, without further ado, jumping right into the game and unmuting the audio. Hopefully it's not too loud. Tested it a little bit beforehand. It seemed fine. But you can see right away, here we are in the main screen of the game. There's some of our wonderful explorers. And again, some of the kind of cliched elements that you might find from exploration at that time. You have the wonderful, Indian sort of temple there, the goofy-looking airship, the pith hats on the explorers in the background, all sorts of things like that, the wonderful mustache on the man up at the top. But let's go ahead, jump in, and do a new game. Now, I have not played this game in a number of years. I played through a couple times around the time it came out, but haven't touched it since. So there's been a lot of updates and DLC and things like that. But again, because I haven't played in a while, we'll just be going on easy and just kind of seeing what this is about. Okay, so like I said, there's different options that you can do whenever you encounter something in this game. So it's not a traditional sort of tactics game like XCOM where you have to fight everything. So you need things beyond that to get through. Right, so here we have, we need to get our captain, and they're the leader of our team, sort of the most important member, and they give different bonuses depending on what they can do, so. Alright, so here we have our choices. We can get a scientist, who gets us extra research while they're our captain, or just a team member. A scout can get extra gold when they do challenges. A fighter can also find extra gold, but is better at fighting. And a speaker helps me gain status when I do things. So, I only have a couple characters unlocked, unfortunately. You have to do different sort of things, like complete expeditions with different characters to unlock them to be your captain. So we only have a couple options here to start with, but... Right, so one is Anna. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, a German scientist. If we click on her, we can see sort of the stats and perks that she gets. Most of the starters here are pretty balanced in terms of their stats, but I don't know if we want a scientist. Let's see what else we have. We have Harry Walker. He is a scout, high speech and high attack, but no defense. So depending on how combat goes, that might be a little rough for him. We have Molly Jones. She is a scout, once again. She has high attack and decent armor, but none of the bonuses to speech like Harry had. We have Victor Signac, I guess that's how you say that. He is a fighter, high armor, and no real weaknesses. So, we have speakers. Here we have Yvonne. She's a balanced speaker with high speech and good defense. And she's good at doing devious things. Or we have Maria Rodriguez. She is another speaker, but lacking defenses. So from what I remember of this game, sort of the most fun way to go through it is with the speakers and involving combat sort of that way. So we're going to pick Yvonne because she seems to be the most balanced. So she will be our leader here. And now for the crew members, you can pick anyone, and the way that you unlock them to be your captain is by picking different people in your crew. So, and just playing games with them. So ideally what we want to do is probably get one scout and then one scientist to back us up, because picking Yvonne shows that we're going to be doing speaking to get out of combat, so a fighter is probably not our best bet. So let's look at some of the scientists. We can, of course, still pick Anna, and she might be a good option, but let's change it up and see what else we can do. Amelia is a defensive scientist that can heal people. That could be useful. Earl is a high attack scientist with good speech but poor defense. I'm not crazy about that. Agatha is a rhetorical scientist with great speech and speech defense but lacking in attack. Okay. Felipe is pretty balanced. That might be a good one. Or Su Mingjun is another glass cannon scientist. Let's see here. I don't think I've played any games with any of these characters, so I'm not close to unlocking anything, unfortunately. But we'll go with Amelia. Let's see, yeah, defensive scientist, that might be good. Sure, we'll go with her. And then for our last crew member, like I said, let's look at scouts. So we could go with Harry, but again, not super exciting. Here we have Kiwi, is a rhetorician scout with high speech and decent speech defense. Looks like she's good at being devious, so which I believe these other two are as well, so that might be an option. Oh my, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Says he's balanced, and he's good with either friendly or devious, okay. Hatis is another glass cannon, aggressive or devious crews. And you'll see what these mean once we get into the game, because there's, even within the speech options, there's different ways that you can approach things. So you can be friendly or devious with your speech options in combat as well. So we have Molly, she is aggressive or devious, and Hojo is either friendly or aggressive. So let's see. Yeah, both of these were devious, so we're going to get... Let's see. Let's go Kiwi. She was also devious to sort of match them. The campfire stories, we'll just keep as they are. Can't change anything with those. But here we have our team, and you have different bonuses based on what you've picked. So we get +1 campaign whenever I resolve an encounter with devious, which is good, because I picked all 3 devious characters here. And again, I put it on easy discovery mode, so it's even easier, so we can kind of have some fun with this and not suffer too much. Again, it's a holiday today, so go ahead and start the adventure and see how it goes. So here we have our team members ready to go off on their quest. Alright, this is it. You just got your Renowned Explorers International Society membership. Yvonne wants to make a big entrance and wants to investigate a mystic appearance of a druidic stone circle. Rumor has it that the Celtic druids set up a sect here long ago. So we can go through the tutorial again, or time for adventure. Just because it's been so long, we'll do the tutorial. I seem to remember it being pretty quick. Alright, so welcome to Renowned Explorers. Your goal is to achieve the most renown possible and beat your rivals in a race for the title of Most Renowned Explorer. Renowned Explorer uses some unique concepts, and to succeed in your goals, there's lots of strategies and systems you'll have to discover and master. So Renowned Explorers is all about discovering treasures and stories, but also strategies and systems. Right. So it has a couple different things here, apparently kept over from the last time I played this years ago. It's like it says, you want to get renown, gold, status, and research. So collect renown, and you can see these things will appear on the map of different things that we can go to and check out. So you can use gold on your equipment between levels. Status helps you attract more people, sort of passive bonuses to your entourage. And research, again, is sort of more passive bonuses. And insight is a kind of fourth thing that you can use to help you gain more of other types of treasures. So just look for those things, and you can see that you get tokens throughout the expedition, so you gain resources through these tokens. And once an expedition ends, once you get to your goal, you can find more secrets and treasures if you want to go back. But there is a limited amount of supplies that you have. So, for example, if I've moved 8 times and run out of this without finding more, I'm probably just going to want to get to the end as quick as possible. So, right. So, right, surviving expeditions just kind of mentions that, but we'll go into encounters. So, you can see it is a tactics game, as they mentioned, but it's very different. So you can use aggressive violence, but also devious bullying and friendly diplomacy. So we'll go through encounter basics. We won't go through the tutorial one, but this just sort of explains what's going to happen with it. Everyone in the game, both your party members and the enemies, have different vibes, I guess is the way to put it, their attitudes. So you can see they might be friendly towards you, devious, or aggressive, and that'll determine it. They have it to start with, and then you can impact it based on what you're doing in game as well. So, and then their moods and emotions, sort of a rock paper scissors thing. So aggressive people are stronger against friendly people. Friendly people can break down devious people's defenses, and devious people are sneaky and can overwhelm the aggressive. So, all right. So we'll go back. Hopefully that was good enough. See what we can do. So it shows me there on the map. That is where I want to end up eventually. That is the Druidic Stone Circle. You can see I can't travel there. There's a little bit of fog of war. But I have some options. So I can go up here. This is an unexplored area, and it tells me what it's going to be. There's a natural challenge that I can use an athlete, naturalist, or survivalist to complete, but that will cost me 1 supplies to get there. Or I can come down here and find some research and a cultural challenge, and there's no supplies taken to get here. So we'll click to travel down there. And you can see every time you travel, you get a neat little pop-up like this. So the crew has found Celtic holy grounds. An interesting find, as there isn't much known about ancient Celtic mythology yet, something worth investigating. So we're going to take a look. And there are runes with rituals described to honor Chernarus, the Horn God. Those who fail to perform the ritual properly will be cursed with bad luck, as the rune states. You learn a lot from observing, but Amelia thinks you might learn even more by performing the ritual. So you can see we have all 3 of our party members here. I can choose who wants to perform the ritual. Amelia has the best odds at 66%, and you can see it breaks down what that entails, how she gets that, and what I'll get if I succeed. So even if I fail, I lose 1 resolve, and I don't have any right now, it looks like, so that, I know I do have 1, okay. So when a crew member is defeated, you lose resolve, and when you lose all of it, you basically lose the game. But I have a 66% chance to succeed, and I get 1 study point either way, so we're going to risk it. Have Amelia do it, and we get the nice sort of, oh no, I was going to say we get sort of the Wheel of Fortune style thing there. So I still learned something, but I did lose 1 resolve because Amelia failed, unfortunately. So we failed, and you can see I've got 1 study token. So at the end of the expedition, that will give me 5 to 7 research, which is good. Right. So you can see, again, I have some options. I can go up to that one that I missed earlier, or over here. This one has nothing at it, so that's probably not a good choice. Down here, there's some gold and research. Or over here, there's another challenge. Let's head down first. Let's see. The crew finds an overgrown rock formation with some rare herbs growing on it. However, Kiwi recognizes that useful minerals might be in the rock. Kiwi is curious to see what more is in there. The crew is now in a dilemma. Amelia wants to save the plants for research. Kiwi is giddy to see what more is in the rock, albeit at the cost of destroying the herb's habitat. So, let's see. A number of things could happen if we mine the rock, or we can get 2 more study points. Let's be bold. Let's mine the rock. It's decided. Mining it is. Amelia reluctantly agrees, and the crew mines the whole rock, destroying the herb's habitat. After fully mining the rock, the crew finds some interesting and valuable materials. Not bad, but not great either. So that panned out for us, because we could have gotten 2 study tokens just by getting the herbs, but we got 2 anyways, plus 3 collection tokens. So, good move there. I'm going to go forward on. So you traverses an area that looks like it has never been trodden before. Kiwi finds a weird, colorful stone that looks valuable. The crew goes to take a look. Sadly, closer up, the stone doesn't look so fancy at all. The crew just waves it away as some common pebble. Amelia, however, thinks there's more to the stone and jots down some observations before leaving. So, because I had Amelia in my party and she is a scientist, I got 1 study token out of what would have otherwise been absolutely nothing. So that's good. Alright, so we'll move ahead because this one's got a lot of stuff going on. So your crew is minding its own business, walking around the forest and taking samples for research, when suddenly you hear the sound of multiple feet rushing towards you. Get off my land! A man followed by wolves is charging at you aggressively. Defend ourselves, of course. So here we have our first encounter. And you can see these are the different options we have for winning, and what we get if we take these options. So if we go the aggressive route, the druid is just knocked out and we can move forward, but we don't get anything for it. If we are friendly to him, we will get a couple status tokens, the druid will help us find treasure, and we get some study tokens. Or if we're devious, we only get 1 study token, the druid will accidentally tell us about the treasure, and 2 of the study tokens. So we'll probably want to be friendly with him, which is good. Alright, so you can see we have sort of our standard tactics map, not unlike what you would find in other tactical games. Here you have my party members doing their wonderful waiting around sort of poses, their idle stances, tossing a knife. I'm not sure why she has a whip, and of course Amelia with the shovel there. So what we want to do is probably deal with these wolves over here first before moving up. So you can see, here's all my abilities. So I can attack, that's my aggressive skill. I can make them sad, that's my devious skill. Or I can impress them and be friendly. So, right now it doesn't say what their stats are, or at least what their mood is. So we're going to move Yvonne first. We're going to move her over there. And like I said, I want to try to be friendly in this, so we'll try to impress the wolves. Fluffing up her coat there, telling them about her adventures, and the wolf ran away, so it is defeated off to the side there. That's good. So we will end her turn at least, and see what Kiwi can do. So again, attack, enrage, or try to excite. Only has an 80% hit chance. She's not quite as good at this as Yvonne is, but we'll try it out. And, ooh, whiffed on the attack, so not too good there. And Amelia is a little too far away to help them, so I'm going to be bold with her, send her up, and try to excite this wolf instead. Alright. So the brown wolf is excited about our cause and stops resisting, so he's off to the side. So not a perfect turn, but still got 2 of the things that we attacked, so not too bad. And the druid is just getting aggressive towards us, so you can see it's dropped our mood, that is the red bar down here, and then our health is the one slightly above it. So yes, these enemies are just playing aggressive, but that's okay. We'll still take the moral high ground. We will impress this wolf again. The wolf is somehow easily impressed by Yvonne's tales of adventure, but she can't do anything else, so we'll move Kiwi over, and we'll once again impress. And you can see it, whenever you get someone into that bar, thankfully these are low-level enemies, it automatically pushes them into the green and their health drops to 0, just because they're sort of done. So, or you can fight them, you can stack aggressive stats and just go that route instead, but I think the speech options are a little more enjoyable. So, alright. See if we can be smart here. Move her over. Try to excite the druid. And fumble again. Kiwi is not very good at speech, unfortunately. Yvonne still can't quite reach, although... Oh no, she can, okay. Multiple yard range there. So you can see that pushed up his stat bar a little bit. He's happy about things. He's impressed. And as he gets impressed, it lowers his speech defense, and it also dropped his health or spirit, as the game calls it. So, if we get him again, should be able to win the battle. Yep. Druid is excited about our cause, so he stops resisting, and you can see all the excellent things we got for beating it that way. So now our expedition has a reputation for being friendly. Yvonne is not too happy about that. As I mentioned, our party was set up to be devious, but she'll go with it, and we get a lot of nice things for that. And the Druid apologizes. "I thought you were going to steal everything I have, but it turns out you're pretty nice. You can have this treasure I was guarding." So, random rewards, and we have a 33.3, repeating of course, chance for all these possible treasures. And we got the Celtic Leaf, and we get a choice of what we can do with it. So we can get more study points out of it, or campaign points, or more study points and collection points. Campaign points seems a little bit better. That's what the game recommended as well. So we get a nice treasure from that. And the ending is right here, but we have plenty of supplies, so... And you can see here, if I go north, I do have the option to go there as well. So we'll mess around a little bit more on this map. What a strange noise! Music is coming from a meadow, but there is no one in sight. It seems that the wind, in combination with some strange type of twin flower, is making the sound. You listen for a while to the beautiful sound and take note of the phenomenon. Great! Gets me more study points. And so we have tons of those. We'll get a lot of study rewards once this expedition is over. But again, keep exploring. We're good on food. There's another weird, colorful stone. It looks as worthless as the other one, but the crew is starting to think there's something up with this stone. So you can see a nice callback to what we saw earlier with the stone that we just got observations out of. But this time we'll definitely see what we can get out of it. Amelia again, our scientist, has a 68% chance. And success this time, thankfully. No resolve loss had we failed that, though. So Amelia figures that the stone might have properties that will aid in wave research. You mine the stone for the lab. Alright, so plenty of study. Again, looking pretty good there. Explore once more. The crew hears the rumbling of another person in the woods. As far from Yvonne knows, there aren't any villages nearby. Who is this person? The crew quietly goes to take a look. It's a university member. She's startled by your sudden appearance, but impressed by your renowned explorer's membership. I'm looking for antiquities of Celtic cultures, but I'm interested in all history, Egyptian, Carib, you name it. Maybe I could help you with documentation. What a great idea. She's delighted. I always wanted to help the renowned explorers. I won't let you down. You'll make amazing discoveries. I just know it. She adds her papers to your research. So for that, we get even more study and more campaign points. So we're doing pretty good there. And this keeps flashing in the background, so you can see we get a campfire story. So as you move throughout the world, this bar builds up. Then you can click it, and you get one of these little scenes. And it says, the crew is gathered around a special campfire where stories are told or even created. You can pick one story every expedition from your hand to upgrade and transform your crew. Finish a game of Renowned Explorers to unlock more stories. Alright, so you can see I can get more resolve. Which would be good, because I'm pretty low on that. I can do a scavenger campfire story, and if I had one level 4 survivalist, I could get supplies. I don't really need that. This campfire story gives me plus 25 of everything from any secrets I have, and I don't have any. Or I could get 5 encounters. We'll go with resolve, so we'll tell that story. The crew spends the night opening up and sharing stories about their pasts. Everyone is a little bit anxious to show vulnerability at first, but everyone reacts very supportively. In the end, they all feel a little bit closer to each other. This night has strengthened the crew's resolve. Alright. So we can't do anything else on this screen, so we'll go ahead and just end the night. And again, as I travel along, that will fill up, although I've used the only one for this expedition, so... Alright. And Amelia leveled up, which is good. So you can see your crew members do get little stats and things, so I can pick one of these two options. So I can give her the Naturalist Classical Physics perk, whatever that is, or the Archaeologist perk. Okay. She already has 1 level of Naturalist and 2 levels of Archaeologist, so we'll give her Naturalist. and you can see that gives her some more speech defense and spirit, and more skills there, and regardless of which one I picked, it gives me another combat skill as well. So Tranquility is a healing skill, which is good. So we'll look more at that later once we start to get some gear and stuff. But for now, let's see, we have plenty of supplies, so we'll go down here, check this out, and then do the final thing. A group of wolves is being very protective and territorial. They're launching an attack on you. Stand your ground. Right, so here again you can see what we'll get depending on which way we take this encounter. Nothing for friendly and aggressive, but some bonuses for devious, so we'll be a little sneaky with these wolves. Alrighty. And again, all of our attacks have a range, so we won't even bother moving. She was very mean to that wolf, and he is enraged and runs away. So Kiwi finally lands an attack. It took her long enough. That's okay. And it looks like Sadden. Oh, Yvonne, very cruel to these wolves. Alright. The brown wolf is saddened beyond words and just wants to be alone, so he ran completely off the map. And here we have Try to Enrage. Did some damage, but not quite enough to kill it. Okay. So you can see our status up here in the top. We're being provocative, poking the bear, very appropriate. End the turn here. And the last wolf, obviously a little upset about Amelia there, went and attacked her. We'll go ahead and use Kiwi, 100% hit chance on this. Taunting the wolf once again. The brown wolf becomes too enraged and loses it. So you broke your opponent's minds by being devious to them. Amelia is not super happy about us being devious, but we still got some grit and speech power. That's good. The best way to beat such animals is by showing them who's boss. You can see the shocked expressions on their faces there. Wonderful artwork in the game. The wolves become intimidated by your presence and flee. The fleeing wolves are followed by crying pups. They make away safely. Alright, so now we'll go to the final challenge here, since we only have one more supply. The Druidic Circle must be somewhere around. Once you get there, this expedition will come to an end. You can come back to this place when you wish to continue later. Are you ready to go? Onwards! The crew vigorously searches through the dense forests. It doesn't take long before you find it, a standing stone circle. The runed menhir must contain valuable information to study. It will surely skyrocket your reputation at the renowned explorers. However, you hear familiar laughter. Behind you stands the French explorer, Revelu, who is considered to be the most promising of the renowned explorers. You can see his wonderful crew behind him there. He got here just before you did. Thank you, amateur. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out, and I really need to take the main men here to impress a lady. So we're going to explain all the hard work we did. Revelu looks amused. Oh, please, explorer. We both know that this treasure is better off in my hands. Allow my sharp companion Amir Akatar to explain it to you in clearer words while I take the men here. Hey, wait a minute. Before Yvonne can stop Revelu, his crew scout Amir stops you. What's your problem, my friend? Goodness me, there's no need to yell. And didn't yell there, but my wonderful voice acting skills. Alright, so you can see we have to beat the boss, which is Amir there. And again, we want to be devious because it gets us the most things. So start the encounter. And Amir has quite a lot of minions here with him. So all we have to do to win is beat the boss. So with that in mind, we're just going to push to the right, hopefully ignore these guys. Maybe they won't be able to get to us in time. And just be devious towards these. See what we get. Alright, so the mobster is enraged, runs away. That's good. Off to a good start. And Yvonne has a little bit extra range on her attack. Just calling him dog food, I suppose. Saddened beyond words and just wants to be left alone. And let's see. Looks like she has 2 range on that as well. So I'm going to be really bold, push straight up. And we're going to get rid of another mobster before we attack the boss, just to be safe. Alright, so that paid off for us. They're all gone, 3 for 3. He's telling me my underwear is stinky. He's being devious as well. This mobster is just threatening me. Okay. Not particularly original, but you can see those guys a little too far away to do much of anything. So, we're going to focus on Amir now. Quite a lot of damage from that. Very hurtful, being called dog food. That's what you get. Stinky. Almost got him. Let's see if Kiwi can finish him off. 80% hit chance. Ah, perfect. I thought we were going to get a good old XCOM moment where you missed with a high percent. But we didn't even have to beat the others, and Amir has admired our sharpness, and we got some campaign tokens and counter tokens, and Yvonne loved breaking those little hearts. Fools like them don't deserve any better. So Yvonne, happy that we appeased her by being devious. Amir's tone suddenly changes. Good job, my friend. You're sharp as a knife. Those who know how to hurt with words are truly mighty. I'd like to pay tribute to you with some research papers. Good luck, my friend. So, nice guy after all. He leaves to follow Revolu, who somehow managed to get away with a whole menhir. Our words cut like swords. Revolu is gone with the main menhir. The most interesting and telling scriptures were on it. Suddenly a hooded figure appears on the scene. It's the druid again. Amazing! I saw how you handled that encounter just now. Defeating a foe with insults and manipulation, a remarkable skill. I'm honored that someone like you is looking for our history. Allow me to help with the divination. Please, tell me, what is the dream you chase? So you have some options here, and we get different rewards based on what we pick. So if we want to be the most famous and respected, most likely to get the Baryonyx Claw, Baryonyx, I'm not sure what that would be. If we want to be wealthy, we have a high chance to get the Celtic Horned Helmet. Or if we want to make an amazing contribution to the sciences, we get the Sea Sapphire. Yvonne probably just wants to be wealthy. Look at that coat, you know, she has money. So we'll pick wealthy. The druid smiles. Ah, wealth. I'm sure you'll spend it wisely. Divine the earth for valuables, but no guarantees. So yes, that's a grin there that shows you that she's gonna spend the money wisely. The druid does some chants and urges you to follow him, suddenly stops and points at the ground. The whole crew starts to dig and finds a unique treasure surrounded by gold. So, see, of course we got the Celtic Horned Helmet, that was the highest chance. And we can pick a bonus that we want from this treasure, so we could get way more research from each discovery. I don't know how many we got. We can just get one discovery, get extra gold, or extra research. Trying to think what the best way to do this would be. We're going to get a ton of research after this regardless. So let's go with gold. It's the recommended option. We could always use more of that. And with this last find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. However, it's clear that if you want to be the most renowned explorer, you'll have to beat Revolu. So, go back to London. We explored the Highlands. That was the first part of our journey. We were devious throughout the thing, and that is our reputation now. See, it's going to break down all the stuff we found. And the rewards we'll get as a result of that. Plenty of research. And some extra resolve that'll carry over, which is good. So we'll continue. And you always get this neat little newspaper thing. Just saying what you did, so what you did there, what your status is. Obviously, Revolu is doing pretty good there. He has 2,500 renown. We only have 156, so we've got a lot of catching up to do. But magnificent job. The board of the Renowned Explorers International Society is impressed by your exploration skills in the Highlands. For this achievement, Chairman Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which will allow you to carry more supplies. We're going to skip the world map tutorial, because I think I remember that one. So we have our membership. We gain 2 supplies, which is good. And we leveled up at some point. I think we did right before the last boss, actually, so I should have been a little smarter with that. Let's see. So she gets survivalist skills or archaeology skills. Amelia had some archaeology ones, so we'll focus all in survivalist. Alright. So you can see she's got level 3 of survivalist, gives her extra grit, improves our chances of finding supplies, and our new skill is another devious one. And let's see, it looks to be an AoE skill almost. That could be useful. Okay. Look at Yvonne as well. She also leveled up. She has all of her points in Beguiler, so she is good at speech, which is good. Again, still question the whip, but whatever. So I can give her another skill there, or give her the mischief perk, so she can get some other things. Let me see. Looking ahead a little bit. We'll go with mischief. See what that could do. So it gives her +2 to grit and +1 attack and allows us to sneak past situations. That could be very useful. Alright, so from this screen, you can see this was flashing right away, so we can spend research to write research papers, which give bonuses to our crew. And we have quite a lot of research, almost 120. And it's a little skill tree, and this is a passive throughout our entire adventure here. So you can unlock the history skill tree or observations to start with, and we need to go a little further to get anything else. So let's see here. Insight would be useful. Alright, let's do observations. So this will help with a couple different things. You can see, who do I want to earn a scientist perk? Probably my scientist, Amelia. Alright. And I'm going to give her another archaeologist perk. And let's go with excavation. That could be useful. Okay, it doesn't really tell you what they are, so I'm just kind of going with what sounds good. And you can see our costs here have gone up as we researched, so we'll do that though. So we get +1 study whenever they succeed on anything, and if you remember, that was our team has 2 naturalists and 1 archaeologist, so that's good. Plenty of study tokens to be had. And more supplies is always good, especially as we go forward. And we could get more insight as well, so again, we have plenty of research, so we could get both those things. We have extra supplies, more insight to start with, and a student in our entourage. So I'll have to figure out how to get to that. But there's a lot going on in this page. So you can have, there's jobs here. So we still have insight left. You spend insight in cities to earn some extra tokens. So we can use it to take a job doing some lecturing. Get some renown stats there if we do campaigning, or a little bit more research. We have plenty though, so let's see, let's do some lecturing. And Amelia, again, good at lecturing. Scientist, makes sense. And that cost 1 of our 5 insight that we had. So let's see, go ahead and do that again. Alright, and we still have a little bit extra, but we'll back out of that for now. Go back to research because we have enough to get something else. And let's go ahead and unlock history as well. So with this, it says that upgrading the entourage hall will cost 40% less status, which we haven't seen yet. But still, a nice bonus to have, and eventually we'll be able to unlock some of these other things. So having more insight would be good, especially this. So we get 1 passive, and then 1 extra every time we finish an expedition. So definitely something we want to aim towards in the future. Let's see, here we have the item shop. So you can see we have some basic equipment, just some really basic stats here, and a little bit of gold to buy some more. But we can only buy a couple things, so we have to upgrade the shop to get anything. So we can upgrade it to get more items, or just go with what we have. Let's see, everybody has 1 free slot though, so that's good. And again, we're going the speech route, so we probably want to look for items that help with that. So you can see so far, that's what everyone's going for, except Yvonne. But this is for scouts only, so we have a scout. Seems useful. Alright, so we want to buy that. And replace that instead. So we'll sell what she had. It's a little bit of inventory management in this, nothing major though. So you can see everyone can use one trinket, one offensive item, and one defensive item. So for everybody else, yeah, we'll keep her armor, although that's significantly better. We'll keep the books that they all have and go with the compass. Let's see. Definitely want the compass on our survivalists here. So we have enough to get that. And what else? What else? Alright, so who could use this more? Probably Amelia, so we'll go with that. And we have enough for one more item, or we can upgrade. Actually, yeah, let's upgrade so we get some even more options here. And we'll give that to Yvonne, so she gets a skill from that. And all exciting abilities gain plus 10% speech power, so she's going to be much stronger at that, like she wasn't already. Check out the other thing here. Here's the entourage, so you can see these are our helpers, and we spend our status on them. So we have a student, which is nice. We can get some specialists, because we have enough status for that. And you can upgrade this and get some better ones. We have just enough to upgrade and still get something, so we'll definitely want to go for that. Alright, and you can see the little bonuses they give us, and these are just passives for everybody on our team. Alright, so there's archaeologists, that could be good. I don't have any quick thinkers or athletes, so that's not super useful. Here we have another rogue, that could be good, another beguilier, that could be good as well. Or, let's see... Let's go with Bobo the Misadventurous. Seems fun. Right. Bobo the Misadventurous, a Belgian explorer that kept failing but made a fortune writing a children's book about it, wants to teach one of your explorers either storytelling or sense of humor. So I can either put them to work and get +1 discovery or learn the perk. We'll give that to Yvonne and give her... Let's see, give her storytelling. That seems fine. Okay. Alright, so that's good. And we'll check the other entourage window. We can't afford anything because we spent it all, but just kind of curious what's here. So we got the student from our research earlier, but there's some other options as well that, again, we cannot afford. So close that out. Might as well use all of the insight we have, and let's get, let me see, each token that you get is gold. I don't know that we need that, or status. Let's go with gold. Alright, you can see Kiwi is apparently good at lecturing, gets me some extra gold there. And we'll go ahead and do that again. I believe we have enough. Yep, we can do it one more time. Alright, so we used all of our insight, but that's fine, because now we have enough to go back to the market and purchase something else. So, alright, so Kiwi doesn't have equipment. What would be good for her? Don't want to double up on anything. We could upgrade again, but we wouldn't be able to purchase anything else with that, so not really worth it. Go ahead and give her the machete, just in case. And we actually still have a little bit of gold left, so we'll get some slightly better armor for Yvonne. Sell the one we had. Alright, so we are good to go. You can inspect all the different things that we have here, but we don't really need to. So you can see we can switch cities, and there's different things available in different cities depending on what we want to do. But you can also just click on them from down here, so it's pretty easy to get around. So we will choose an expedition. Alright, so you can see the Irish Isles was a 1-star. That was the first one we did. Didn't have much of a choice on it, just kind of threw us there. There's the Caribbean Island, that's 2 stars. The Hungarian Fort is also 2 stars, or the Mali Mystery. So, all of them are 2 stars, so it's starting it off pretty easy here. Let's see, if we click on them, it gives us a little bit more information about it. Lady Vaduva, the treasurer of the renowned explorers, has notified you of a forgotten fort. It used to be a secret alchemy lab in the Middle Ages. There must be something amazing to discover around these forgotten places. Being devious might help. Tells us what challenges to expect. So, tactician, archaeologist, quick thinker, diplomat as well as plenty of status. So we are devious, and we do have an archaeologist. We don't have a tactician or quick thinker. We only have 1 level of diplomat, so that might not be good for us. So we'll check Mali. Expect plenty of rogue, athlete, and beguile your challenges. Plenty of gold, and they want us to be friendly. Okay. So that means Caribbean is, yep, aggressive, lots of natural challenges, lots of research. So go with the Hungarian Fort, just kind of see what we can get out of that. One moment here, I'm going to take a little hydration break. Alright, so we'll go ahead and launch our expedition here into Eastern Europe. The Hungarian Forest, with the details provided by Lady Vaduva. You must be able to find the secret fort which used to be an alchemy lab. You enter the forest, there's no time to lose. Right, so again, there's our end goal right off the bat. And all of our options. There's not a whole lot going on here. Get gold if we go north, or extra supplies if we go this way. This seems to be our best bet, because there's nothing there, so we can spend supplies to get here, get one. Unfortunately can't go over the limit there, but still 12 out of 12 again, so basically costs nothing to move there. Alright, so we'll go south because there's plenty of things going on here. The sound of growling wolves is becoming ever more present. Alright, as I mentioned, all of us are terrible at quick thinking. Our best option is Kiwi with the 54%. Fortunately, if we fail, we lose some grit, so probably fail, but you never know. Ooh, okay. Kiwi escapes the wolves with a clever distraction, and again, I'm not sure, they have seen some things, so probably for the best. We got away from them. And here we have, let's see, there's some status here, or research here. Let's go for research, see what we can get. Carrying all this stuff through these deep woods sure is a burden. Who is athletic enough to carry it the last few miles to camp? Evidently none of us, so when we fail, we'll lose 1 supplies. We'll try Kiwi again with a 28% chance. Don't like those odds, but oh, okay. Making up for that failure in the first expedition. Kiwi carries everything to the next camp. For doing that, we got quite a bit of things. We're doing good on supplies, though, so we'll go right here. Find a group of hunters. Looks like some old babushka women instead, but we're looking to hunt a vicious wild wolf known as the Beast. If you want our protection or help hunting him, you must show us what you're worth. So I can do a 2-star encounter, which will probably involve fighting them, or just ignore them. Let's fight them. By fight them, I of course mean... Oh, they actually want us to fight them. Alright. So, if we're friendly, the hunters will help us. Or if we're aggressive, they'll respect our strength, and we get way more campaign tokens. So we're gonna be aggressive, change it up a little bit. And let's see how to do this. So we have natural kind of choke points around that way. So what we'll do is I'm gonna move Kiwi up, and she's gonna fight over here with Amelia. And then I'll move Yvonne into this choke point, because she has the highest defense. So, be a little smart about it. Wow, just straight stab that wolf. Okay. Okay, that's good, I guess. Let's see. They've got guns, though, so I'm not sure. They might have range. Let's try to take care of business over here first instead. Ooh, crushed with a shovel. Alright, it's one way to go about it. And let's see. The whip is still melee range, so just push right up. And kill the wolf. Right. So again, good first turn. Just left with the old women. Okay. We've decided to attack my highest armored character. Seems a little odd. But that's okay. I'll take it. Move forward and hopefully finish them off. Ooh, okay. They have a little bit more health than the wolves did, which I suppose makes sense. Alright, hopefully we can at least get one of them down. Probably shouldn't have split our DPS here, but that's alright. Ah, so close. Alright, well you can see their status has gone down. Mine has as well, though, so my character is cranky. You can see all the different things that they have, but different status effects. But again, for this being easy, none of them really matter. This game on the harder difficulties has quite a lot of depth to it in terms of what you need to do, managing the different status effects, your character's different moods, and keeping in mind this. So we're rolling with just being straight up hostile in this, but if we wanted to, we could be a little smarter and, for example, do some devious powers, get some benefit out of that. Actually, we'll try it. Alright, humiliated her. So saddened her beyond words, which was good, because it did some extra power. It didn't push us completely towards devious attitude, which is nice, because we want to stay hostile, we want to stay aggressive, because that's what got us the best bonus for finishing this. So, out of an abundance of caution, we'll stick with aggressive just for finishing this old woman off. Again, seems a bit extreme, stabbed her right in the neck there, but the hunters respect your strength, because we killed them. Amelia, not crazy about murdering old women and wolves, but I guess you do what you gotta do. Maybe you can defeat the beast. Take this flare gun. It will scare off most of his pack. Alright, so it gave us some morale, which is nice. I'm not sure where the beast is. I'm sure it's something we'll kind of come across later. Okay. But we have the option to go up or down. Let's go up. Find a small ruined church in the woods. You can study it for a little more research. Obviously, we're going to have the character with a 100% chance to do it. Make that study for us. Obviously, she is successful, got quite a lot out of that. So you can see the benefit of having sort of a well-rounded team. We'll go north again. There's a wits challenge. So hopefully we're up to par on that. Uh-oh. What could that be? Through the dense swamp gas, you see a strange silhouette. In the distance, you hear a muffled scream. Someone in need of our help? Too scary, let's get out of here. So we can leave and immediately get 2 study points, or try to help them. This part of the swamp is a ravaged wilderness. One crew member must find a way through. Yvonne claims it is easy to get stuck in the thick swamp ground. A quick thinker would be able to escape. Kiwi argues that scream might be provoked by something frightening. A tactician might be convenient when things get out of hand. These ideas in mind, Yvonne decides who goes first. So for any one of these, we don't really have any options here, or it doesn't tell us what's going to happen. It just a number of things could happen. We'll send Kiwi first. She seemed confident. The ground is getting more and more rough with every step. The swamp turns awfully quiet. It gives Kiwi the chills. Suddenly, you see the strange silhouette. Oh no! Kiwi utters a shriek of terror upon seeing a grime monster standing before her. However, the monster seems to be even more afraid of you. It's certainly something. The cultists always make fun of me. Did you come here to bully me too? Kiwi feels sorry for the monster and decides she wants to help him deal with the tyrannizing bullies. Oh boy. Only 18% chance to do that. Probably wasn't my best option here, so we're probably going to fail this. When we do, we're going to lose some speech defense and armor, and the monster's going to be mad at us. But fingers crossed, you never know. Alright, I'll take it. Kiwi gives the swamp monster a lesson on tactical insults. The next time cultists come to bully, the monster will be able to take an advantageous position on top of a rock and ridicule them by saying, I must be a swamp monster, but at least I'm not a cultist with swamp for brains. Yeah, I suppose that works. A flawless tactical making use of the monster's natural defenses. Haha, that will teach them. Alright, so we got a treasure for that. And he's going to recommend we get some secrets. Expedition, start with tools. That seems pretty good. Secrets could be anything, though. So we'll go with that. Could even be a boat. But yeah, we'll go with that. Kiwi tells the crew about the monster and the treasure. Amelia believes that the monsters are gravely misunderstood and can be the best of friends. Alright. So, this seemed important when it popped up. There was like a little cutscene for it. So we'll go over there. see what we got. Yvonne and the crew spot a very weird gargoyle statue. A mysterious otherworldly aura emanates from it. Let's take a closer look. Below the statue is a cryptic lock. There are 5 slots for Greek letters. Yvonne is curious to find out what's locked behind it. The code seems to be complex. It's about what I look like when I see Greek letters as well, so I share that sentiment. You might need help from other explorers around the world to crack the code. Oh boy. Okay. So, let's try a code. Ah. Oh my. Okay. So this is something, I guess, where we would have to go online and look it up. Wow, that's complicated. I was not expecting something like this. I never found this before. We'll just go... I don't know, we'll just pick some random stuff. Alpha, beta, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, delta. Whatever that thing is. Omega. Trident-looking one, and as the gargoyle briefly light up, you get the feeling that if you filled the correct code, something would happen in a faraway place from here. That's a big if, though. So, screwed that up, but that's fine. Yeah, and I'm not sure where we would even find that knowledge. I guess Google would help us, but stick with the gameplay instead. Alright, so we get a campfire story, which is nice. I'm not sure why they're carrying a cactus around with them. Seems a little odd. Right, so we can get +5 encounter, +8 campaign. We have a ton of that already. Plus to study, or +2 that. Let's see here. I feel like encounter is probably our best bet, because that will give us both gold and status. So, click on that. A heated debate takes place. Who was the fanciest philosopher in history? Amelia makes a case for the orderly virtues of Aristotle, but Yvonne has no ear for his boring ideas. No, Yvonne thinks highly of Voltaire. Not that she knows what Voltaire stood for, but Yvonne has heard he was quite the charmer. Now that is fancy. Alright, I guess that's an encounter in and of itself. So, continue on here. And to the south, we've unlocked, I assume, another one of those churches. This is for the thing that we're just doing. So again, Amelia, excellent at science and archaeology, studies it well. So this church here that just popped up out of the ground, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was linked to the gargoyle, and it won't open because we screwed that up. So instead, we'll go this way. While walking through the gloomy forest, you see something sticking out of the ground. At the same time, the air fills with a foul smell. Find out where the strange odor comes from and gain research. Again, you can always just opt out of things and you get minor rewards, but we have 100% chance with this with Amelia. After some digging, Amelia finds a flask containing a quaint liquid. An alchemist must have dropped it. Amelia handles the flask with caution. It probably contains something unearthly. Alright. So we get an alchemist flask. We can get 8 campaign or 2 secrets. We'll go with the secrets again. Again, and secrets are a little bit of anything. Gives plenty of status and research, and I believe there's some other passive bonuses for them as well. So, the end is right here. What is that? Looks like it takes just 1 to get there. Or we can go... the smart play here is going to be go here, here, and here. So we'll go east, then south, then southwest. Yet another church, yet another study for Amelia to succeed at. She is gaining experience at an alarming rate, so she even leveled up again. Alright. And let's go with Adventure Enthusiast, because that gives us +1 to campaign, which is one of the green things, whenever she succeeds on the adventure wheel, which she does quite a lot. Or +1 study token when we're in Berlin, which is very underwhelming. So, right. And so we get another skill when we unlock that, and another trinket slot. So this is quite the level for her. So she has a new skill. Alright, that's a fun one. And again, another trinket slot, which we'll take advantage of when we get back to town. So she is almost certainly our strongest party member by now. The other one's ways away from leveling up. And you get experience from doing the combat in this game, or from these things on the map. So you can see Amelia leveled up very easily just because of all the things that she's been doing. So you come across a comfortable hut. I wouldn't describe that as comfortable, but the crew could use some rest. On the porch there is a skeptical-looking woman. I'd normally be hospitable, but there are a lot of crazy admirers of Erzbet Bathany around here, so I trust no one. Alright, so here we have no need to rest, we can just keep going. Or Yvonne can try to diplomatically explain that we're not an admirer of Erzbet. And we'll go with that, 76% chance to do it. Boy, Amelia gets a lot of rewards if she does that, but very low chance. So we'll go with the hopefully safer option. And... ooh... well, the lady does not believe you. Any good-looking foreigner could be an Erzbet admirer these days. I don't trust you. Get out. You're disappointed that you couldn't convince the lady. So we lost one resolve, which is not good. Could be worse, though. We still have plenty. But getting close to the end here, so head south. A mine tunnel is blocked by a big rock. Maybe an athlete could remove it. Alright. Kiwi has a slightly higher chance to do it. But Yvonne needs the experience, so we'll take that. And redeemed. Alright, good, good. Yvonne moves the rock and you find interesting materials. Let's get quite a lot of rewards for that. She got some experience, so catching up a little bit. And we have 2 supplies left. And there's no way to like go down here and then up. It just doesn't link up, unfortunately. So we'll just go to the end. The ruins over there must be the secret fort. Once you finish exploring the ruins, the expedition will be over. Onward! Right away, you're in for a nasty surprise. Cultists. Their leader seems to be a master alchemist herself. You come to disturb our secret occult fortress? You won't get past me. Defend ourselves from my terrible voice acting. Alright, so again, you can see the options we get here. Don't want to be friendly, get nothing for it. Be devious or aggressive. Either one of these options would be good. We'll see how the wind flows in this. But let's see, she has quite a lot of movement. My goodness, I could go all the way over there and attack that. Let's do that. All right, so can do this. This has a 100% chance to hit. Target becomes enraged if it's already negative, and gives me 30 grit. Or it's only 50% of speech. Oop. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's an AoE attack, hits both of them. Off to a very good start. So one ran away, the alchemist took some damage. Let's move her up. And do a little bit more damage to the master alchemist here. She's already negative, which is nice. Putting in some solid work there on her. And here we have Deride. So... alright, so this is a self-healing skill, which is nice, but we don't need that. So instead, we'll just one-shot one of these things. Looks like we should be able to. Again, telling people there, dog food. Saddened beyond words, just wants to be alone. Alright, that's good. So we'll end the turn. Ooh. Did quite the attack on 2 of them. Looks like they got a negative status effect too. And they're getting aggressive on me. So, and you can see there's some backup coming in over here. So we want to avoid that corner of the map for sure. Alright, so again, use Sadden here. So, let's see, they have a negative status effect. They are terrified. It decreases their attack power. But that's fine. Oh, they're stunned as well. Alright, so, it doesn't say unable to do anything for 1 turn, so that's not ideal. So we just have to end. See what we get here. Thankfully she whiffed on that attack. But they're getting closer, so we want to focus all of our strongest sort of single target moves on this character. Okay. Let's see. Right, and some of your moves can also be used on your party members, so I can impress one of my characters, heal them a little bit. Actually, we're going to go ahead... Oh no, I didn't want to do it to her. Oh, that was a waste. Okay, I wanted to do that to Kiwi, but screwed that up. But that's okay. Might still be able to finish this turn. Move over this way a little bit. And... yeah, that is my one complaint about the game is the combat. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell what you're going to be doing. I was just clicking on skills to read them, and it happened to activate one. So not what I wanted, but we'll still be fine here. Although on a harder difficulty, I absolutely would have save scummed that. So, right, still focusing all their attacks on Kiwi, which is fine. Let's see. Go ahead and sadden, because it's got the 100% hit chance. Very humiliating. Master Alchemist has lost, and we have won. Right. Kiwi loves breaking little hearts, just like Yvonne. The Alchemist is crying in the corner, her emotions out of control. Not your problem. You leave the weeping handkerchiefs to explore the ruined fort. Wow, that's incredibly rude. As the crew looks around to find the alchemy lab, Amelia feels a bit uneasy. Slightly scared, Amelia asks if Yvonne believes in alchemy and the powers of the occult. So you have some options here. I can say, no, it's nonsense to get some study. Or, yeah, there might be some truth. And get some campaign. So, campaign... we could probably use more status. We'll go campaign. The crew finds the secret alchemy lab. There are many weird machinations and potions inside, but one treasure stands out. We get the Philosopher's Stone. And again, we get plenty of options here. So your highest level archaeologist gains +4 campaign on archaeologist spins, which could be nice. Get 25 extra status from secrets, and we have a couple of those. Alright, so this would be a one-time thing. Or this we could use multiple times, and we do, again, have an archaeologist with Amelia, and she's quite strong. So, I want to go ahead and do that. And we've won! We just cleared the Hungarian Fort. Right, and we were once again devious. And you can see here, mousing over the different things that we have. Different artifacts that we got and the stats that we've achieved. Got plenty of renown, some extra resolve, so we make up for that that L we took earlier. But right, again, moving up in the world. Went from what we were 10th before, so now we're 7th. And Revolu has not moved at all, so that's good. Right, we got a letter of recommendation. And let's see. And we get different options, so we can get more entourage members if we send the letter to Constantinople, once Istanbul. Or we can send it to New Orleans and get an equipment shop. Okay. Let's go with Constantinople. Alright, so we have another option down here to get more people for our entourage, which is good because we have quite a lot of status, so we're going to be able to get a number of people for that. Before we do anything, let's see here. So we have 5 insight, which means we can spend a lot, so let's do research first, see what we can get. Get 1 extra insight and an extra one every time we end an expedition, so we definitely want that. And the rest, I think I want to spend on observations to finish this tree out, because once we do that, we unlock everything in here. We get plus 50% renown from one of our other status things, so we can help finish faster. So, again, we have enough that we can just finish this off. So, and this one will give us, what is this, +1 study whenever we do one of these types of challenges. So let's do a nature challenge whenever we do that. And this one, alright, so we get the project mastery, and we can choose which thing is going to give us more prestige. We we've been pretty good with status, and you get a lot of status in this game in general, so that's probably the safest bet here. So going forward, whatever status we collect in our next expedition will give us even more renown at the end of it. Right? And we don't have enough to do anything else, but that's fine. Like I said, we got what we wanted, which was finishing off history. So we'll close that out. And now we have a new item shop here. Not a whole lot going on here, but you can see, so again, she has another trinket slot, which is nice. And what do we want on her? Could spend some of our money, upgrade this, and potentially get other things. Or... ooh, that would be very good. So she already has some naturalist perks and could use more speech power. She's a little weak. So we'll be bold, upgrade that, and get her the compass. And what else? What else? Not a whole lot else to do there. We'll check the other item market instead. We don't have very much gold, though, so if we want to actually buy anything else, our best bet is going to be use some of this resolve we have, get some gold first. Or we can check the entourages. So this one we already upgraded. You can see we already picked one of these specialists as well. Let's see what we have available here. We can get some basic ones. So what we might want to do is I picked that perk that gives me extra renown for status. So I could just hire a bunch of lobbyists. So we'll get extra status from campaign, which means we'll get extra status overall. Actually, all of these would give to that. So that could be an option, or we get more specialists. Let me see here. Here we get extra gold if we resolve an encounter as friendly, as devious, or aggressive. We'll get... let's go with Mr. Shark. Again, we're a devious team. Seems like a good thing, and we'll upgrade. Let's see what we have here. Lady Vadvuva, she was mentioned earlier. Again, she's devious, so we'll go ahead, we'll pick her as well. So now we'll get extra campaign and resolve anytime we beat a combat encounter as devious. So going forward, we'll pretty much just want to always do that. Alright, and you can see, let's check the Turkish baths real quick, see what specialists they have before we spend anything else. Not a whole lot going on there, but we do have helpers. So let's go back to one of the ones we upgraded, and you can see, like with this one here in Madrid, because we upgraded it, all of these count as extra. So let's go ahead and get some campaign status. Or not extra, rather. There's more here that we can recruit. So we'll go ahead, we'll just get one of everything. So we get a little bit of extra everything going forward. And if we can get more, or we can upgrade, see what other specialists there are. Let me see. Actually, yeah, that might be the best bet. We'll upgrade again, get Igor. So we'll just push hard into being devious with this combination here. So that's good. And now, what do we need? Let's just lecture. Let's get as much gold as we can. Kiwi is the best at this. So we'll just have her do that so we can get some extra skills, because that's definitely something we need moving forward here. Just going to go ahead and spend all of our insight on this. Get that money. Must be an interesting lecture if your professor has a knife. Alright, so we'll go back to the item shop and see what we can get. So let's look at offense here. So everybody has a very basic book, not super exciting, so we can get some better ones. We have enough, and we can afford actually... yeah, we can get the better book for everyone, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Sell what we have. Too short to do anything else. Yeah, which is fine. Unless we wanted to upgrade. We can upgrade her ring, get her some more speech defense. That might be a good option, because she seems to be targeted a decent amount. Alright. So ideally, what you want to do every time you get to this screen is just sort of use all of the resources at your disposal. There's no reason to carry things. It does carry over, of course, but you'll get so much more, and you don't know. There's no guarantee what you'll have the next time. So, alright. So we've completed 2 expeditions. We have 3 left. Alright, so you can see we've already been to the Hungarian Fort in the islands. We can choose the lower level ones again, which depending on how your expedition's been going, you might want to do that. So for example, if we were running low on resolve, we might want to go and do one of the easier ones, but we're not. So you can see the Highlands Pursuit, they want the friendly approach, we don't do that. The Egyptian Expedition, doesn't say what approach is good there, but we do have Archaeologist, Survivalist, and a Rogue. Right, or the Andean Adventure, best solved with being devious, from Diplomats, Rogues, Survivalists. Alright, so this one seems like a good match for our team. So that's kind of the fun thing here, is you can pick the different expeditions based on what your party has found, and what will suit you to help you get to the end. Alright, so you have made it to the mysterious Andes Range. So far so good. Yvonne feels that getting here is already a great achievement. Navigating the mountains was extremely difficult, even with a state-of-the-art blimp. Before the crew has time to orient themselves, a group of warriors finds them. Foreign intruders, they must have come to topple our emperor. Get them! Alright, right into a combat encounter with this one. Alright, and you can see here's all the rewards we're going to get for being devious. Some of these are the natural ones just for being here, but again, most of these are from all of the lovely entourage that we have, so we're going to be devious and just roll with it. So, alright, so we're going to send Yvonne off on her own, sadden this warrior here. Definitely depressing. The Incan warrior is saddened beyond words. Poor guy. Alright. Alright, we couldn't one-shot either of them, so see what we can do. Although in hindsight I probably should have done the AoE move and tried for that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish this guy off. Go for the smart play there. It's too enraged, loses it. Alright, we'll end the turn. Ooh, he's doing quite a lot of damage there. But we should be able to finish him off here. Right, and let me see. Okay, so you can see that's what I was trying to do last combat encounter, and it failed because I clicked the wrong thing. But you can heal your people, which is nice. And beat them anyways, didn't really matter. Your party heals to full after each combat encounter, which is nice. So you can see we got quite a lot of things there. Again, we're built around being devious. My feelings. These invaders will surely try to stage a coup against our glorious emperor and take our national treasures. We have to warn the Imperial Guard. An emperor that guards treasures. So Yvonne clearly excited about the prospects there. So let's get this straight. There's an emperor who holds great national treasures. Judging by the aggression and defensive attitude of the warriors you just faced, that emperor is not very friendly. Maybe you should pay him a visit. Luckily there are signs everywhere pointing towards the palace. Convenient. You get some options here. I'm just here for the treasure. Let's see what we can find. We're going for it. Must be the money. Right, you already know what to look for. The palace and the emperor. You're not sure what you're going to do there, but you know you have to be careful with the Imperial Guard. Alright, so we have our goal in mind here. We just need to get through it, get to the palace, and get some money. Ooh, right off the bat, get a level up here. Plus 20 grit after using Enrage. So we use Enrage a lot, and grit would be nice. She does succeed a lot too, so let's go with that. Get her some more skills, and she also gets another trinket slot, so we'll have something else to buy when we get back to town. We'll go up here, get some extra supplies. The crew accidentally trespasses on a military camp. Dozens of soldiers angrily face the crew. This does not bode well for you. Alright, so if we fail, not only do we lose resolve, but we also have to fight them. There's only 20% chance of success, so we're just going to run. Be smart. Right, because yeah, that wasn't worth it if we happen to fail that, and we had a pretty good chance to, so. Let's see, we'll go down instead. A physical challenge stands before you. Someone needs to leap across the gap to secure a rope. An athlete is most suitable to make it. Alright, even though there's a high chance to fail, all we lose is 5 attack, and since we're going speech, it doesn't really matter. So Kiwi's going to make a shot at it. And again, high chance to fail, but that's fine. Kiwi goes for the jump but can't reach and falls into the chasm. Luckily she was secured by the crew, but Kiwi's obviously shaken. So again, 5 attack, not the end of the world, because we're not going for that at all. Exploring a new area, you suddenly hear stern voices from behind. Hail, or halt, cooperate, and hear us. You will bow to the great leader, and he will be pleased with our devotion to your capture. These disciples are cool as ice. Stand your ground. Them's fighting words, obviously. Once again, all these bonuses for being devious, so attack doesn't matter to us because there is separate speech and attack power, so that's what we'll be building the entire time going forward. Alright, so we're going to send Kiwi up ahead. Use the loudmouth skill. Hit a bunch of different people. Which is nice. Not enough to kill them, but enough that we can definitely finish them off once somebody else gets over there. Can't go far enough to actually do that, though, so we have to play it smart. And let's see, she has a range of 2 tiles, so we'll just finish this guy off before we go any further. Right, the Inca Disciple is enraged, so this could be bad over here. She's all alone, and they're very aggressive. They're going to go with physical attack, and I didn't really build for that, so there's no counterattacks, no Overwatch or anything in this game like XCOM has, so just have to stand there and take it. Alright, but that's not too bad, though. Let's see, that has a range of 2. Right? Alright, so there's a cooldown on Loudmouth, so I can't just spam it and finish this off. I can beat one of them, though, so save me a little bit of trouble. And next, let's see. Yeah, Yvonne can one-shot this guy. Just devastating with her words. Alright, and alright, she can't really do anything, unfortunately. Although, I guess we can do that. Okay. So we'll raise her mood, heals her up. That's good. Alright, so that's a little AoE heal thing. That's a nice move to use there. Ooh. Taking some damage, but we should be fine. Yvonne can now move up. And she's strong enough, she can just one-shot most things. A lot of dog-focused insults from her. Sensing a theme. But right. And Amelia to finish off. Alright. Broke your opponent's minds. Yvonne, I loved breaking those little hearts. So, again, our team is catered to this. You can see that wonderful expression again. We now see that true devotion requires patience. We will come back for you. What a lame excuse. You see them running with their tails between their legs. Right. So Yvonne finally leveled up. Took her long enough. Gain extra speech on Yvonne's Sadden with plus 50% speech. We use that quite a bit. Or gain +1 campaign when resolving a battle with Devious. She's already really strong with Sadden, so we're going to go with Memorable Insults so we can get even more campaign, because again, more campaign is going to give us more renown, so we're going to shoot right ahead pretty much every time we do anything at this point. That's one of the neat things about this game, is you can kind of snowball out of control after a certain point if you stack things properly, which is fun. It's again, the game is lighthearted and silly, so I like games where you can kind of power game it like that. Alright, so you arrive in a small Incan village. Yvonne is not sure whether this particular village is with or against the Emperor. Let's tread carefully. Yvonne notices some signs with red crosses through them. Then the villagers greet you. Good day, friends. At least that wholly depends on your opinion of the Emperor. They're expecting an answer, and you don't know which. Time for a gamble. The Emperor's below even the worst types of vermin. Good guess. The villagers believe you speak wise words and promise to spread your wisdom. The crew showed great knowledge of character. So, had we explored a little before, we might have figured out what the red marks on the signs that they mentioned meant. In this case, it meant that they were anti-Emperor. I just guessed and got lucky, but now we have that knowledge going forward, so, and some other villagers will be happy towards us. So, or if I want to be rude, I can fight them anyways, but let's continue exploring. Alright, let's go this way. Mountains hold plenty of resources. Alright, so you can get just study or just valuables, or because Kiwi is a level 3 survivalist, she can get both. Alright, which is awesome. And let's see, let's go over here. A short distance you can see some people performing a religious ritual. So we pray to Supe, the god of death, not to come for us this year. We grovel before his might. So you can observe and get some things, or Yvonne can be sneaky and get some other things. Let's be sneaky. By using a makeshift megaphone, Yvonne distorts her voice and speaks loudly. Leave your gold and go wash yourselves in the nearest river, that I might spare you for this year. I, Supe, have spoken. It works. They all leave an offering and rush away. Score. Alright, so you can see we're getting a lot of things here. Alright, so if we go this way, we can get close to the end. So let's head south instead. We're still good on supplies. Some ink and tools are scattered alongside a road through the mountains. Looks like someone has lost their cargo. Maybe someone can engineer a useful tool out of them. Okay, so again, not a high success rate. If we collect them, we just take them to sell, we only get 1 collection point. We can try, and we'll get... Let's see, we can get a bunch of stuff if we try, and if we fail, we lose some armor. We're just gonna collect them to sell. We're not crazy about needing some other stuff. We will tell another campfire story. So, I don't know why it keeps showing me that. Alright, see, we don't have any secrets, so that one's useless to me. Level 4 survivalist. Get plenty of collector, plenty of study. Let's do plenty of study. Yvonne adamantly makes a point to discuss a weird cultural phenomenon you observed earlier today. The crew really just wants to sleep, but a rambling Yvonne makes that virtually impossible. In the end, the crew gives in and joins Yvonne in the discussion, which turns out to be very interesting. I love Amelia's disgusted face there. She's tired of this. Look at this. Can you imagine? All right. But so yeah, we got plenty of research out of Yvonne not knowing how to shut up, so that's fine. But alright, so again, we're doing good on supplies. We'll push south just so we're kind of in the vicinity of the finale. A ramshackle bridge stretches over a canyon. The other side looks promising. Kiwi even sees a glittering of something valuable. However, Yvonne doesn't trust the bridge. You can't risk your lives just like that. The crew has to take a different path. Each option promises different spoils. Alright, so we can either get riches or study. We're doing pretty good on study. And we're doing pretty good on both. Let's do riches. Mountains have some semi-precious stones, alright. So that's good. Here we have... Let's see, it'll take 2 supplies to get there. Alright, so the move here is going to be use 2 supplies to get down here, 1 to get up there, and then 1 to end. So we'll end with exactly 0 supplies left. A band of rebels is training in the jungle. They're quick to mock your foreign origin. Look at those weirdos. I bet they don't know nothing of jungle tactics. We'll be sitting ducks when attacked by the Imperial Guard. The crew has nothing to prove. That one rebel makes Yvonne think of Revolu. Alright, so you can show some of your tactics. We're bad at this. We don't have any tactical skills. We could get quite a lot if we succeed or lose 10 armor. At this point, probably don't want to lose any armor, because I assume the end is going to be very physical. So unfortunately, just have to move on ahead. Arrive at a small Incan village. Yvonne is not sure whether this particular village is with or against the Emperor. Tread carefully. Yvonne notices a statue in the distance. Then the villagers greet you. Good day, friends. At least that wholly depends on your opinion of the Emperor. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they like him because they have a statue of him. Alright, cool. I can fight them, again, if I want to be mean. But we'll be smart. Got out of there safely. Alright, so let's go to the end. Here is the City of Gold. The palace, treasure guarded by the dictatorial emperor, must lie within. Once you face the emperor, the expedition will come to an end. Of course, the palace is heavily guarded. Bummer. So, we can sneak by, and we lose quite a bit. Let's see, lose 25 armor and 25 grit. This is bold. Or we can just bribe them. So, you have a 55% chance to lose a ton of stats. Or just lose a little bit of gold, basically. Given that there is a fight at the end of this, I don't like those odds. That's too much. So we'll bribe them. Give them a diplomatic gift. The crew walks down the hallway that is decorated with statues and carvings of the undisputed Emperor of the Incas. The atmosphere is getting heavy. Amelia knows you'll face the Emperor right after opening the door. Well, let's go in. There he is, the Emperor, surrounded by his Imperial Guard, smoking a cigar. I don't know exactly when this game takes place. Obviously, like 1800s-ish. I suppose cigars were invented, but the Pretenders, they're here to overthrow your beloved leader and destroy the Incan lands. Let's have some options here. So we've come to free the Incan people. We just want treasure. We support him. We're here to topple your government. We need to overthrow you. A heart attack will, Blubberface. So I get this option because Yvonne is mean. So we're gonna go with that. The Emperor is not impressed. I will have none of this. Warriors, round them up for punishment. Alright, so we did that because we gained +5 speech and some other things. And the speech would be useful in this encounter. So regardless, there was a fight at the end of this. So, chose well. Insult the dear Emperor with his cigar. Again, seems kind of strange, but jump right in. And again, with any boss fights, your objective is just to beat the boss. So, pretty much always worth it just to go for it. Gonna try this ray attack here. I don't know what the point of that was. Oh, only the first target in line is affected. Okay. Well, now we know for the future. Here we have group insult. So this is a conal attack. Just going to taunt a bunch of people at once, which was enough to kill the one, severely weaken the other, and the Emperor is already almost at 50%. So we're doing quite well for ourselves here. But again, he has quite a lot of guards. Want to finish this quickly. Get overwhelmed here very easily. He is... not sure what he's doing there. Alright, so I don't know what that attack was. He has that circle around him, which seems kind of odd. So we're going to try to avoid getting in melee range with him if we can. I think we have to, yeah. So Amelia has to. She only has one range on her devious attack. So again, we're pushing just straight devious here. Alright. And victory already. So again, we stacked just pure speech skills and everything. Speech items. Got a lot of rewards for that. Holy smokes, you convinced the Emperor he's bad for the people. That's a first. You're right. I'm a lousy, despotic tyrant, and nobody would want to have diplomatic relations with me. This country deserves better. I will resign and allow for a new president to be elected. Also compensate you with my magnificent garb. Now to go get a boat to a tropical island with the treasury. Cool. So we brought democracy to the Incan people. Seems a little odd, but... Alright, so we got the Emperor's garb. And again, you always get neat things at the end. So we do have a survivalist +2 campaign at the end of each expedition. Alright, so this will carry over, which is nice. So yeah, you always pretty much want to do the things that give you long-term benefits, unless it's the last mission and you desperately need one specific thing. So, right, Yvonne takes place at the Incan Council that will determine the future leader of the Incan people. It becomes clear that a new and independent leader must be chosen. Yvonne would volunteer, but this is a matter for the Incan people. Still, the council is eager to hear if Yvonne has a candidate. I don't know. Alright, so they want to promote Rivaloo. Yvonne, none too happy about that. And we're just going to leave with Rivaloo as their new leader. Okay. But yeah, that was quite the adventure, toppling government and everything. Yvonne must admit it was pretty fun. It wouldn't surprise her if this becomes a trend one day. Oh boy. We'll let that lie. But going forward, you can see all the things we collected. Continue to go through it a little quicker. Right. We got a lot of stuff from that. Moving up ever closer to Rivaloo. We are called crooked capitalists now. Alright, so again, we get some options. Send it to Timbuktu so we get some more jobs. So you can see the screen here at the bottom. Ever more options going on. We only have 3 renown, but there's a lot of stuff we can do with it. So, first things first, let's spend some research. And we can unlock a bunch of other things. Let's see, psychology, engineering. Alright, let's do psychology, because if we complete this, we get another 50% renown from status, which is what we're absolutely stacking. So that seems to be the way to go here. Alright. So we want to get a little bit more research so we can get at least one thing here. So one of our options. Go to the ruins of Timbuktu. And we're going to have Amelia do a job here. So we get just enough to do that, which is nice. Alright, so you choose one emotion, and it gives it a nice buff. So, Saddened seems to be our best bet, because that's Yvonne's main thing that she does, either Saddened or Enraged, because I believe Enraged is from Kiwi. But yeah, Saddened gives people minus 25 speech defense, which means that every time Yvonne attacks and she saddens things, they'll lose more defense to future attacks. So that's the best bet, I think. Alright, so it's going to cost a lot to upgrade anything else. We'll ignore research for now. And let's see, we definitely want some more entourage members here. Let's see. Alright, so we'll get the doctor here. She wants to teach one of our characters some archaeology things. We'll go with Amelia. Alright, so she already knows what she wants to teach, so it'll give us something else, which is nice. And we get +1 study anytime she succeeds doing anything. So you can see what some of the other specialists would be if we upgrade this, which we might do. Not a whole lot worth it, though, at least as far as I'm concerned. Here we have... oh, only 1 level to go. Okay. Alright, all of these are interesting. They're very expensive, and I don't know that we can afford any... yeah, we can't afford any of them, but these would give us +1 of these things whenever we beat an encounter in whatever way we choose. So it might be worth coming back to that. But let's see here. Yeah, not a whole lot there. Yeah, I think we're good on specialists. So what we're going to do is just double up on all of our helpers. So these are the passive things that we get. Go back, go back. I have enough for... oh, I don't have enough for anything else. Okay. So, alright. So now we definitely want to get some better gear. It's, gear is a little embarrassing at this point. Upgrade it, get a few more things. Let's see. Start every encounter with different things. Yeah, we have enough to upgrade that. And I want to give her the grappling hook so that we can get some quick thinker perks, because we don't have any, and that was getting to be a little embarrassing and problematic. So, right, so we have some resolve, use that to get a little bit more gold. and see what else we can buy. Alright, and we have enough for maybe one more thing here. Get another merchant or another trader. I feel like we'll get another trader, or another merchant rather, that seems good. Get some extra gold going forward. And we don't have a lot of money left. Yeah, I would like to get the Incredible Rose for Yvonne, give her some more perks, but cannot afford that. Can't afford much of anything at this point. Yeah, just haven't gotten enough gold going forward, so... which grit do I have? See, we're getting towards the end, so I kind of want to be aware of what stats I have. We're going to go ahead... Oh, no. This can only be for scouts. Okay. Well, that's a shame, because that would have been really useful, but... Speech, defense, and armor... Yeah, she could use that. She has, like, no armor. Okay. So, again, yeah, I don't have much money for anything else, but that's fine. Alright, so we only have 2 expeditions left. What new ones did we get here? I think this was here before. Nope. The Archipelago. Aggressive and friendly. We don't do that. So what else did we... Nothing else. Oh boy. Okay. Oh wait. Here we go. Transylvania. Let's see. That could be a fun one. Or we can do a lower level one if we want to. Or the Emerged Island. Let's do this. I believe Transylvania looks the same as Hungary, so we'll, at least as far as this game is concerned, so we'll do something else. Recently emerged island, the ground is still a bit wet and smells like rotting fish. You haven't even taken your first steps when you hear the sound of drums. You think you have time to make a plan, but then without warning a pair of blow darts flies towards Kiwi. Luckily Kiwi is able to dodge the darts just in time. A couple of voodoo pirates come running out of the jungle. You never thought such a thing existed. Yeah, I certainly wouldn't have thought that. But we gotta fight. Be devious. Again, you can see all of our wonderful rewards we get for being cruel to people. I do not advocate this in real life, of course, but video games are fun. Suspension of disbelief. Alright, so enrage those, that's good. And let's see. Try to enrage this guy. Fumbled! Oh no. Okay, well, it happens. I go for the sure kill here. Depressed him. And end our turn. Ooh, a lot of damage there. Okay. Alright, so what we can do... Only 1 unit per tile. I didn't want to go there. So we want to be smart here, reposition them a little bit, so that Yvonne can do... she has her little conal AoE, which is nice. Get a little bit of status effect on both of them. And again, go for the sure thing. Take care of that guy. And end the turn. Ooh. Right, that's fine. Should be able to finish him off anyways. The voodoo pirates are scared and apologize for being so aggressive towards you. When you ask them what this place is and what they're doing on this island, they shiver with fear. Intimidate them. You've been intimidating them for a while, and one of them starts talking. He eventually tells you that once every 50 years, this island emerges from the depths of the sea in order for the captain to take his revenge on the Spanish. But then suddenly his lips start melting together. Oh my goodness. The other one yells, "Oh no, the curse, the curse," as they both run back into the jungle. I feel like we should get out of here. That was an intense start. Yeah, are you kidding me? Time to explore the rest of the island and find out what the captain they were talking about is. I don't want my lips to melt together. Seems like kind of a bad idea, but it's just got to be careful. Oh boy. Physically demanding challenge. We'll send Kiwi. And we're gonna just keep going with this, see what we can get. She has a pretty high chance to get this, whatever it is. Right, so it looks like we got a book from some monkeys, and some supplies. Okay. My goodness, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so we don't have any other options. We have to just keep chasing them. Sometimes you can get stuck in things like this, which is a little unfortunate, but thankfully we persevered. So this was a very good place for us to go. So in addition to maxing out our supplies again, we got a bunch of other things. And the treasure that they had. And +1 secret for each level of survivalist. Wow, okay. That seems good. We got a couple levels of survivalist, so plenty of secrets there. And there's another treasure here, or an encounter there. So let's go for the treasure. Who knows what that could be? Right, let's do some research. Nope, didn't get the treasure, so it's a shame. Let's go to this purple one. So the purple ones that show up are kind of unique things, which is kind of neat. Let's go onwards, see what we find. So they're afraid of the mangrove forest. We can send Amelia forward. We lose 20% speech if she fails, but there's an 81% chance, so let's risk it. Alright, thank goodness. See, that would have been devastating. Alright, so Amelia is just leading us along here. Amelia's little treasure hunt leads you to a very, very murky area of the mangrove forest with a strong current. It's gross, it's tough to go through, and you'll have a very hard time taking all your supplies with you. Yvonne ponders on what to do. If only someone was athletic enough to carry the supplies. That's weird. So, yeah, Yvonne doesn't do physical challenges. You don't even get the option to roll with her. That's funny. So, you just take what you can carry and leave the rest. So, we could keep going. Alright, so yeah, we have a very small chance to do anything here. If we fail, we lose 1 resolve and 2 supplies. We could just auto-fail and lose 1 resolve and just 1 supply. Curious what, Okay, so yeah, I picked Yvonne's option just to see what it did, but nothing. Alright, so Amelia has a terrible chance to do this, and Kiwi only has a 17% chance. We're gonna take it. We'll go for it. We have enough supplies. We're going to lose 1 anyways, so now we just lose 2. That's not a big deal. Alright. But, oh well, so we tried that out, didn't work. Nothing special found there. Kind of a letdown. Let's see, how are we on experience? They're both pretty close. So let's do this encounter here. Face to face with voodoo pirates again. Either way, we gotta fight them. Approach in a hateful manner. So basically, we had to fight them either way, and this just determines how this starts. So it starts off tense, which is bad, but doesn't matter, because we're going to be mean anyways. Just jump right in, start insulting them, as Yvonne does best. Okay. And thankfully, Kiwi's little AoE around her doesn't impact any of my teammates. Some of them do, so always want to watch out for that. Is that actually going to hit him? It doesn't... Okay. I was going to say the hitbox on that was a little odd. I don't know why I did that. It didn't really matter. But stinky underwear. Oh, here comes more monkeys. No, let's see. What do we got here? What do we got? I think we just need to beat this guy. Maybe? No, defeat all enemies. Okay, well, that's alright. And deal with these monkeys now. Fortunately, my team members are, let's see, Yvonne is saddened, and Kiwi is terrified. So they have some negative status effects, but that's okay. There's only 2 enemies left. We're doing fine. Jeez, that was quite the slap there. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we're gonna damage this one, because Yvonne is strong enough that she should be able to one-shot this one, and then Amelia can finish the other one. Alright. So we're doing good. Won that fight. Amelia always skeptical of us being bullies. Oh well, she signed on to this. Okay. So we're good to go there. Close to the end already, which is interesting. I feel like we didn't do a whole lot this time. Alright, so moving up here takes 0 supplies, and it's still 1 to get down there either way. So, or 1 to get there. Let's see what's over here. Abandoned voodoo hut. Get a couple things out of it. That's good. We get yet another campfire story. Let's get to pick which story we tell. Do you have a couple secrets? So yeah, let's tell that one. Kiwi deems you to be wasting the potential of a good secret. An inquisitive analysis of the connections uncovered by a secret might yield a better outcome. From now on, the crew will speculate on secrets at night, creating new conspiracy theories. Yvonne is a little nervous that the crew might find out about her little secret. Okay. Don't know what that could be. Let's see. So, 2 supplies to move there, and there's nothing there. That's a little wasteful. Or 0 to move here, and we get gold. Beautiful yellow crystal, so we get some stuff out of it. Now it's just 1 supply to move here. Nothing special. Let's see, 1 here, get some status. Discarded bracelets. Excellent. 1 to move up here, get some food. That's strange, there's not a lot of events and stuff in this one. A little disappointed. Small statue of Captain Roche. You decide to vandalize it and put the text Yvonne was here underneath it. I don't know who that is, but great. Or why Yvonne hates him. Get some more coins. Yeah, very, very underwhelming with all the stuff kind of around here. But get to the end. Find the base of the ghost pirate Captain Roche. Oh, okay, so I guess that was the guy. Alright. This place is rather sinister and spooky. Time to get to the bottom of this island's mystery and find a treasure worth taking back home. Yep. Quietly sneak into his camp. He's got quite the beard there. As you get closer, you hear Captain Roche giving a speech to a giant group of voodoo pirates. Listen. We've waited patiently for another 50 years on this cursed island, withstanding the horrible smell and the depressing humiliation of the voodoo monkeys. But finally we have emerged once more so we can take our revenge on the Spanish. So sharpen your blades, clean your blowpipes, and practice your spells, because soon we'll sail our ghost ship toward Havana and cause chaos. Loud, overwhelming cheer erupts from the crowd. A few minutes later, the pirates are making preparations with Roche standing in the middle of the base. There's no way to get to him without alerting all of the voodoo pirates. So we need a distraction for a choice of peaceful or violent. So let's go with violent seems more our speed here. You look around the empty, non-guarded buildings of the camp and things you can use. Yvonne spots several kegs of gunpowder. Blow it to bits. Okay, so we don't have high chance of that, 41%. So let's see what the peaceful distraction is. A flare gun, okay. 87% chance on that. Give it a shot. I'm glad it let me go back and re-pick that. Alright, fired the flare gun. All the pirates are gone. Okay, so we can talk to him, insult him, or punch him. Let's insult him. Again, combat either way, so pick the fun option. I was hoping it would start us in a different field than this, but it's okay. Do that. Damage both of those. Right, and pick her. Move her way up. And we have our AoE here. That did a lot of damage to that pirate. Okay. And alright. So she is just gonna kill the voodoo pirate here. Well, not kill, but defeat, insult, antagonize, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty cool looking. Okay. What I want to do is heal everybody. Seems like a good move. Gives us some extra stats going forward here. Alright, so we're gonna call him a donkey. Did a lot of damage, lowered his stats quite a bit as well. And just be safe, we'll take out this pirate. Ooh, whiffed on it too. Alright, so we're in a very good spot here. Alright, so we have that perk where if someone is saddened, they take, 25% more damage, which is awesome. So, go with that. You can always tell when you fumble because the little icon doesn't immediately appear. That's fine, we'll finish him off next turn. He's taking a lot of damage here, but now he's mad, so see what that changes for him. He's going to focus his efforts on Yvonne. Wow, he hit her with an anchor. Wasn't expecting that for sure. Doesn't have very many minions, so I assume had we failed the little event prior to this, there'd be quite a large number of pirates here. But we're the best, and we didn't, so. Right, do loudmouth again. Oh, okay, so just needed to beat Roche, which is good. Got a lot of stuff from doing that. Again, Amelia, skeptical of the bullying. You're so mean, I cannot take it any longer. Take my stuff and leave me alone. I promise I'll leave the Spanish alone from now on. Floats away into the jungle and the pirates follow him. Cool. Got his captain's coat. So we got some treasure out of that. Alright. And let's see, we get +3 discovery, +4 study for each level of rogue in your crew, or +4 study for each level of naturalist. What's discovery do? Can't remember. Let's do extra study, because we have quite a lot of those levels. So we're stacking things up here. Alright. So that was our next to the last one. So yeah, we'll do one more adventure, and I believe that will end it. Which is cool. So yeah, plays of this are pretty quick. You go even quicker. Obviously, I'm reading the things aloud. If you're a fast reader, you wouldn't have to do that. Or, you know, you can just kind of skip through things and just get what the rewards are. It doesn't really matter. So, but yeah, this playthrough will probably end up being about 2.5 hours. But yeah, you can do one full adventure in 2 to 3 hours, which is nice. Alright, so we have one last expedition. Alright, and... Alright. Let's see. Journalists want to talk to me. What will bring me the most renown? So I can choose to get either 60% from everything, or double renown I get from certain things. I already get double from status, so I can get even more, which would be great. So yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so we're going to get a ton of... That's all we're going to stack in this one, is just get all the status we can. And... Let's see, let's get a new equipment shop with that. Level up our party members. Another survivalist perk. Alright. Let's get another perk and another skill. It's an aggressive one, so not super exciting, but that's fine. And let's get another naturalist. Alright, so we have plenty of skills here going on. No attack skill from that. Very boring level up for her. And Yvonne still lagging behind, at least in terms of that. So, alright, so we have tons and tons and tons of status to spend, which is cool. Alright, none of those seem particularly interesting, so let's see what other specialists we can get. Extra secrets, that could be useful. So what's in the Turkish baths? Cultural challenge. Let's see, different kinds of challenges there. Ooh, this could be useful. We might just want to go straight for this so we can get status from study and stack even more study so that we make sure that we break 2500 renown. So, I'm going to get him. What else do we have? Okay, let's go to the last one. Let's see, General Digby. Tactics would be useful. We haven't been able to do any tactics challenges yet. That could be nice. Plus one encounter. Oh, okay. So yeah, we want to go for this because we've been ending everything with Devious. So we'll get an extra encounter card at the end if we end any encounters by being Devious. Alright, and what else do we have? And here we get another status from study. So we'll get this, and he will give Yvonne another perk. Alright, so yeah, anytime we get a study point, we're going to get anywhere from 2 to 4 status out of it too. And again, we're going to get, what is it? It's like 300% extra renown from status. So we're good. We're in a good place as far as that goes. What else can we get here? A lobbyist joins your entourage, you gain some campaign. What else do we have? Okay, let's get that and that. So if we get any secrets, we'll get more status, more gold, and again, things are just piling up. We have 4 insight we can use, and we want to use those all on gold-making things. Let's see. So we definitely need some better gear going into this last expedition. Right. Oh, I had one more there still. Okay. Can't count today. Right, so you can see we're still getting renown just from the things we're doing now, which is nice. All right, so we got a new shop here, the one in New Orleans. Looks like it's all focused on trinkets and offense, no defensive things. But that's fine. Gain +3 speech. Ooh, that's very good. Okay. Yeah, let's get that for her. And what do we have? Athlete. Not using that at all. Oh boy. Okay. So this gives extra perks as long as we have 5 or more supplies. Gives 3 different perks. We're going to go ahead and get that, because that could be very useful. And see what we have offensive-wise here. Okay, so these are very specific things. So they give, you know, plus speech power to those specific stats. Which could be good, but I'd almost rather go to the more general shop and get some generalist things. What do we have? Alright. So definitely want to get these books. Who needs more speech power? It's a tough call. Go here. 20 short. Okay. There's nothing we can really do to get any more either. Although... Oh, okay, never mind. That works too. Alright, and yeah, there's nothing else we can really get here. Unless... No, that doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. Okay, I was gonna say maybe we could sell a couple things and finagle something there, but no such luck. So this is just what we have going to the end. So we get to choose our final expedition. So we can either go to Shangri-La or the Lost Island or get the Holy Grail. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we need archaeologist, quick thinker, tactician, and diplomat. We only have one of those, so probably not for the best. Shangri-La. Okay. Here is engineer. Yeah, we don't have an engineer. So let's, we can still go back and do an easier one. So if, for example, you had already kind of snowballed out of control and you were getting close to beating Revolu, getting up to 2,500, you could potentially go back and do an easier one, but we're not going to do that. We need to make sure we win. So we're going to go to Shangri-La. Let's see what we can do here. Right. This is it. You can finally prove that you're a better explorer than Revolu. You can do so in none other than the most magical place, Shangri-La. Alright. The center of Shangri-La is the Palace of Cinematani. It contains an orb said to be a treasure of mystic proportions, on par with the Ark of the Covenant and El Dorado. If you retrieve it, you will go down in history of one of the greatest explorers of all time. Alright. If you beat Revolu, it said the orb can only be found with 4 Shambhala keys. Revolu has 1, and he's already here. You might be able to steal the orb from Revolu even without the keys. Alright. So we have some options here, which is nice. I assume purple is going to be where the keys are. Alright, a wits challenge, that's a cultural challenge, or just status. Alright, so we'll go with the status, because again, we want that. And this is a technical challenge. I can't see how much that costs. Alright, let's try the cultural challenge. Alright, Amelia's gonna give it a shot. Ooh, okay. A Yeti! Oh boy. Okay. Alright, so the Yeti is going to be up there if we want to deal with that, for whatever reason. Let's head that way, though. Group of small demons are gathered around a demon leader. I guess they look quite demonic. The one on Mount Kailash isn't looking. We will infest the mountains once more. Could just beat them. Let's see. Get some tactics there, courtesy of Kiwi. And, oh my goodness. Okay. I can't see what I actually get out of this. There's so many options, it blocks out the other ones. We'll go with devious either way. I'm not quite sure. Oh, the demons start bickering and disappear. Okay, so yeah, we want to do that. That'll be nice. Group insult. Should be able to hit all 3 of them. Yep. It's a good start. And camera screwed up on me there. And do loudmouth. Damage both of them. These demons have quite a lot of speech defense, unfortunately. So it's going to be in my best interest to, I think, just get to the red one. He is the leader. Yeah, if this is a battle of attrition, I think we might lose. So Yeah, especially if they're doing that much damage. We haven't leveled up very much. Okay. Oh, I might die here. Yep. Oh boy. Alright, so, I've lost Yvonne for this fight. Let me see. Is there anything I can do with her? No. Alright. So friendly abilities have some extra power, which is interesting. Ooh. Okay, so I can revive her, which is nice. It's a good ability to have for sure. 1 unit per tile. There was only 1 unit there. So I can heal. I can do some damage. Or... Alright, so we have to get physical, just because we need to clear the field a little bit. Let's see what's going to do the most damage. Alright, so they like being impressed, apparently. So yeah, we want to make sure that we end up being devious, even though we're not right now. So... So she died again. We've lost some resolve now because of it. But we're still doing fine. Can revive her again, doesn't really matter. And let's see. No, don't do that. No, oh, okay. I guess I couldn't cancel that. Still, kill's a kill. Unfortunately, we switched now, so now we're in the violent stance. So we need to get back into being devious. And you do that just by using devious attacks. So you can see building up status to get there. So should be able to make that push going forward. Okay. Again, we just want... no, don't do that. So I need to build up devious stuff. So even though I can kill the leader in one hit from Yvonne, I want to get back into devious status before I do that. Alright, that's good. So we're there. Oh, I have to kill all enemies, actually. Well, okay. Let's see. Kill the leader, though, just to be safe. That did a ton of damage, my goodness. Alright. It's just one guy left. Boy, that's, like, super effective against my team. No, don't do that. Oop. Don't do that. I guess we kind of have to at this point. I was thinking maybe I should revive first, 'cause she's not really strong enough to do much damage there, but... Yvonne coming through in the clutch. See all the various things we got. Demons are overcome by negative emotions and start fighting with each other. Your mom is such a fat demon, she can't come to the invasion because she'll block the gates of hell. Disappear in a brawl. Victory! That's a good one, okay. Yeah, we'll keep moving forward, try to get to the Yeti. And, okay, so Wits Challenge, we're terrible at that, but we'll give it a shot anyways. See what we can find. If we fail, we just fail, so it doesn't really matter. Don't lose anything for it. Ooh. There's definitely a Yeti in the area. All the way over there. Okay, well. Alright. Find the Jade Emperor before Revolu. Oh no, I backed myself into a corner here, so I'm going to have to burn supplies just to get anywhere. So we get a campfire story, though. Get either campaign or gold. So we'll do campaign. Gets a status, that's what we want. The crew is having a blast. Yvonne has had the idea to hold an oratory contest. The one who can retell your current adventures in the most exciting way will win the obligatory expedition cake. Everyone tells the story with great charisma, but Yvonne quite literally takes the cake. It's probably the reason why she wanted a contest to begin with. Seems a little underhanded, but in line with her character. Alright. Move up here. Some demons are guarding the mountain pass. We can't afford to lose any supplies, so we gotta fight them. Defeat all the enemies, be devious, gain some cool stuff for it. And again, this is a kill everybody. So do group insults, see if we can just get 2 of them. Still better than nothing. Right, and again, just want to kind of weaken as many as we can here. Don't want to do that. I wish I'd given her a little bit more speech. She could actually finish some kills off once in a while, but... Certainly some interesting attacks from these demons. Not quite sure what they're going for. They seem to fumble quite a bit, too. Alright, let's see. Go with that. Yeah, the hit detection on doing things is a little weird. It told me only 1 unit per tile. Because I attempted to move above Kiwi, but I guess I clipped her head. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. So I hit end turn after only 1 person acted. That could come back to bite me. Taking a lot of damage here that I didn't need to take. But let me see here. Alright, let's move here. Let's heal everybody up. Get our status up a little bit. And no, it doesn't do very much damage at all, does it? Okay. At this point, basically, I just want my other characters to weaken things so Yvonne can go in for the kill. Okay, still 1 more turn left on her big attack. Kill this guy, though. And let's see. So... go for the safe bet, take some things out. And... doesn't do a lot of damage, but... can't heal myself. So I have to be careful here because I switched it to friendly and I get nothing for doing that. so I want to use at least 3 devious attacks my next turn. And we got plenty of options there. Go for the sure thing. Okay, so she is stunned. That's not good. Right, so we might lose Amelia here. Yeah, just because she's not doing so good. But that's okay. Alright, so we're back in devious stage, which is nice. That's what we want. Go ahead and revive her. And then do a little bit more damage. Be able to get him next turn. And finish him off with a hit from Yvonne. So that was quite the battle. Still, we got a lot of rewards for it. At this point, I don't even know if it matters if we get the key from or the whatever the end thing is. We might just have enough of all this stuff to get the renown we need to beat Revolu. So we'll see what happens. Go looking for supplies. Definitely need those, and okay. Oh. Failure's not good. Let's go here first and then down there. The infamous Cave of the Cranes. Cave has some mysterious rooms where one's intelligence is tested by a mysterious entity. If you do it correctly, you'll find the Shambhala Key of the Mind. Yvonne certainly wants a better chance of getting to the Cinematami. Right. Wait a minute, Explorer. It's Cassandra Shafiq, the scientist of Revolu's crew. She approaches you quickly and begins her plea. Explorer, please. I've been sent to get the Shambhala Key, and the challenges in there befit me perfectly, yes? It's best for all of us if I go in and get it, or else it might be destroyed, no? So yeah, we got a fighter. All of the keys on this map would involve fights with members of Revolu's crew. But again, unfortunately, we just probably built ourselves a little wrong. Don't have enough supplies to actually finish this. There's no way we could possibly get all of the keys to actually unlock the gates before him. So we'll just have to see what happens. So regrettably, this playthrough might be a loss, but still, you get to see all the mechanics and everything. Certainly an interesting game. Lots of random elements to it as well. So no playthrough is the same. Even if I picked these same characters again, it would always be ever so slightly different, which is cool. You can always pick different expeditions. All the events you get on the maps are random. So I'm not sure what else this dev team is working on. I don't know if they are doing anything else, unfortunately. Because yeah, this is a fun, cute little game. This came out around the same time as another game with a similar premise, The Curious Expedition, where it's kind of like pixelite, and you go through and you explore things and all that. But it doesn't have as much charm, and that game was significantly harder than this. That dev team is making a sequel to that. It's due out at some point. But again, I didn't like it quite as much as this, so... Alright, so all we need to do is fight the leader. So with that in mind, we're just gonna... Oh my goodness, she has a lot of health. Okay. So that's all we needed to do, but it's in our best interest to take care of some other things first. Oops. The camera has a mind of its own at sometimes, it seems. Out of reach. Oh, okay. Wasn't quite sure where it wanted me to go there. Alright, so we'll take this guy out. I believe we've moved up far enough that the other two behind us can't quite reach us. So we can focus on these two. Uh-oh. Alright. Yeah, taking a lot of damage here. So Amelia has her nice little heal. Go for that. Everybody is very excited. Boosts their speech power significantly. Okay. And so what we'll do with that is let's focus our efforts on her. I gave her a verbal wedgie, if I'm reading that correctly. No targets for flank and shank. Alright, let's take care of this guy. See, we're going to be surrounded here pretty soon, so... And yeah, she's just not taking very much damage. Oh, wow. Alright, so that did a lot of damage to me. Gonna have to play this smart, I think. Start whittling away at these guys. See what I can do as far as heals go. Heal Kiwi a little bit. Do I have enough to... No, I don't have enough to kill that. Okay, so yeah, heal Yvonne, just to be safe. And what's she gonna do? Okay. Uh-oh. Alright, so I've lost one of my party members. Thankfully I can revive them. Definitely going to want to do that. Because then she doesn't have her AoE heal yet. I was hoping that she did. Alright, heal everybody up. Boy, that is a lot of damage. Yeah, I wish I'd invested a bit more in equipment. Might be stuck in a little loop here of Amelia probably just permanently dying. Wonder if it's maybe worth it just to try to kill one of these. Okay, and hope that Yvonne and Kiwi don't die. Ooh, this could be bad. This could be real bad. Okay, thankfully he fumbled. That's good. Alright, so Amelia's back, and I have to wait on her. Her AoE heal again, unfortunately. Let's heal Yvonne up to full. Alright. Can do our AoE heal, which is nice. Okay, take this guy out. And then we can focus all of our efforts on the leader. She's running away now. This could work in our favor. We could surround her a bit. See, that'll do a lot more damage. We have to make sure that we stay within being devious. Just kind of balance this out. And it's going to do more. So we make her sad. Alright, so we're in a good place now. She might kill one of my units, but should still be able to win in the end here, finally. Yeah, the fight took a lot longer than I thought it would. Again, depending on how you build your team, fights could be easier or harder, but... Alright, it's victory. Beat Cassandra. Cassandra breaks down in dramatic tears. She's saying something, but you can't really understand it. Not that you care. The entrance to the Cave of the Crane is open just for you. Enter the cave and the doors shut behind you. The crew walks on in the cold mist until you encounter a massive closed gate. You hear a clunky, mysterious voice. What are the most important elements for life? So Yvonne, I don't care, give us the key. So Amelia is religious, so you can give that answer, or you can give the scientist answer. Go with the scientist answer. That is correct. Now answer the remaining 99 questions. What is the distance from here to the sun? Seems you're stuck answering all the questions. Amelia is our quiz leader, 100% chance to succeed. It takes you about an hour, but Amelia manages to find all the correct answers to the 100 questions. The voice is impressed. Very well, you are a know-it-all. You may proceed. Alright, so we got the key. It's a tough one. What do we want here? Gain 3 discoveries. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Right, yeah, like I said, we don't have enough supplies to get any of the other keys. Alright, so we're just gonna go straight to the palace, even though we only have one of the keys. We'll figure something out. Let's see. It's Revolu and his crew. Okay, so he has one of the keys. Okay. I found 2 of the keys. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Okay, so we have... Alright, so I have some options here. I can talk it out, break their will, or fight. So we're going to break their will. That seems to be the devious option. And the way that this works is each of the keys that each group found gave us different bonuses. We started with just one bonus, which is plus 15 speech defense. Unfortunately, they started with the Key of Privilege, which gives them stronger blessings in general, gives plus armor, plus attack, and half damage from everything. Oh boy. Okay. This is probably not going to happen, but we'll try. Alright. So what we might have to do is cheese this, because again, normally we'd be devious for all of this. That would be the way to go. But they're taking hardly any damage from devious things at the moment. So we're going to be friendly to take out the first little bits of them. And then we'll switch up to devious when we're about to win. So all we need to do here is take out Revolu. That's not going to happen. We're going to need to take out everybody. We're not strong enough to just deal with him. So he definitely has a sort of Gaston look going there. It's Cassandra again. Just as dangerous as before. Yeah, this is not going well here. Okay, so we might be able to deal with Amir at least. Alright. Doing something here. Come on, hit. Oh, rough. That's rough. Okay. Alright, heal up Yvonne a little bit, not that it matters. So they're going for all the speech options, which is strange considering I currently have a nice bonus to speech defense, but it doesn't seem to matter. They're strong enough that they're doing some serious damage here. Uh-oh. Okay. Not a whole lot to do here. Try to heal up Yvonne a little bit. Yeah, I think I know how this is gonna go, but we'll try it. You know, we'll see what we can do. Alright, so Mir is defeated at least, so that's one less thing to worry about. Right, now they're going for the physical moves. The spinning baseball bat attack is quite strong. Nice slap to the face there. And, oops, punched me. Okay. So now everyone has minus 20 armor. Let's take out this big guy here. He's got a lot of health, but not a lot of speech defense. Oh, fumbled on that 80% hit chance. Again, tactics games, always what you love to see. Oh boy. Okay. I think this might be it. Yeah, that was a lot of damage there. Get everybody back up. See what we can do. No, don't want to do that. Oh. Well, okay. See how this goes. Yeah, Yvonne is almost certainly dead here. Only have one resolve left, so yeah, I think this is gonna be an L. Ooh, whiffed on it. Okay, okay. We're still alive. But yeah, either way, next turn, next time I lose somebody, that'll be the end of my resolve. We are defeated forever, so bit of a shame. I was hoping to end this playthrough with a win, but still got to the last boss battle and everything. Again, wish I had remembered a little bit more about this game. Would have built my characters a bit better. So Yvonne slapped to death, defeated, resolve broken. All right, so yeah. Has the newspaper here. We made the small news. We were defeated. So you have the option. You can start a new game, retry the encounter, I can't see us winning that one again. We didn't play particularly well, so we'll click on Start a New Game. Gave me a reward for completing another expedition. And what this is extra little cards you get for the campfire stories, which is kind of nice. So you can see if I was to keep playing, that's what I would get. Amelia can now be used as a captain because I used her in that. Gives me a little thing about the new expedition, I guess, from some of the DLC. Got Kiwi as a captain. But yeah, no, this is a fun little game. There's some cute little options to it. Probably dirt cheap in the Steam sale. I didn't check to see what it was, but obviously the Steam sale is happening at the same time as this. So if you thought this was interesting and cool, highly recommend it. Check it out. A lot of different options here. Again, lots of replay value. And again, this playthrough took less than 3 hours, which is nice. And again, could be even faster if you're going through things and all that. So yeah, cute game. Check it out if you really want to. And thanks for tuning in. So we'll switch over here to the outro. Mute the desktop audio. But yeah, happy Boxing Day, everyone! For those who stuck around and watched. It seemed to be pretty popular at various points, so I'm glad people enjoyed this. We're curious about it. Again, older game, indie game, not everybody's cup of tea, but hopefully other people will check it out, and hopefully these devs will do something else in the future, because I always like to support fun little projects like this. So again, thanks for tuning in, and have a good one.